Well, hello, Facebook friends and community members joining us on other social media platforms. It is Monday, March 30th. My name is Renee Tejas. I'm the Executive Director of Communication and Engagement with the Austin Independent School District. And as our community is under the COVID-19 situation and practicing physical distancing guidelines, the work here in the Austin Independent School District continues. Austin ISD is Austin's public schools, and we're helping feed our students and the public, and we're hashtag AISD proud of that fact. Joining me from their remote locations, we have Annalisa Tanner, our Executive Director of Food Service, as well as Nicole Conley, our Chief Business Operations Officer. So I want to start out with you, Ms. Tanner. Tell me, how many sites are we offering food at, and who can get a meal?
We have 70 locations around the city where students can pick up a meal every day from 11 to 1. And we've got 16 curbside locations where families drive through to pick up their meals, and 54 bus stops where families can come out in the community to pick up meals.
What kind of documentation do you need? And tell me, how does it work? Do they go inside or?
If students or children are with their parents, no documentation is needed. Parents coming to pick up meals without students or children with them do need to bring some documentation that shows how many children they have, either a letter from the school district or the school stating that the kids are enrolled, a student ID, a attendance record from the parent portal, or for children who are not yet school age, a birth certificate.
Okay.
Nobody comes inside. We continue to practice social distancing during this time. So at our curbside sites, staff will put the meals in the trunk of families' cars. And at the bus stops, we put the food out on a table that the community picks up.
Okay. How many meals are you serving a day? And tell us a little bit about what's special on Fridays.
Last week, we averaged about 17,000 meals a day served to our community. We added about 1,000 to 2,000 meals every day as we went through the week. And then on Friday, we are sending home weekend packs. So children leave with 3 breakfasts and 3 lunch to get them through the weekend. So on Friday, we served around 65,000 meals.
It's an incredible amount of meals going out. So Nicole, how is this all paid for as our Chief of Operations, and who is making the meals? Who's the work behind it all?
Well, this operation is supported by reimbursable dollars from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. So they help us support providing meals for our students who qualify for free and reduced lunch. And obviously, the meals are provided by under the fantastic leadership of Ms. Tanner. We've galvanized over nearly 300 staff out there in our schools who cook and prepare the meals and who are providing the meals to our families. So it's a pretty wide-ranging effort. We feel like this is a really important time for us to come together as a school community to serve our wider community. We know the importance of continuity in meals during this crisis. We know the level of food insecurity in Austin. Nearly half of our families don't have access to free, healthy meals. So we feel like this is an important endeavor. Do we have to be doing this? Probably not. I mean, some would say this is a scope that goes beyond education, but we know the importance of having meals, making sure our families and our students, more importantly, can have healthy, nutritious meals in order to access their learning and able to be successful in school. So we want to provide that continuity during this crisis.
So why is it important? Why are we doing this?
Well, we're doing this so we're actually, learning is not going to stop. It happens every day. And so for over half of our families, right, food is a precarious situation. Many of our students can only get hot meals when they come to school. And so again, we want to make sure they can access these meals. We're rolling out our distance learning program so that there is instructional continuity throughout this time where schools are physically closed. And we want them to be able to access that online curriculum and making sure that their all their needs are met, including their nutritional needs. We have been focused and centered on whole child for a number of years in the district. So feeding is not the only thing that we do. We do mental health support services. We have telehealth apparatuses in place for students that need to access medical attention. We've gone well beyond just being sort of that single room schoolhouse. For most of our community, schools are the beacon of their neighborhoods. We are that core support, and they come to us for everything, a wide range of needs, and we do our best to make sure that we can meet those needs. Food is a necessity in this case, and we want to make sure that that need is met while families are dealing with the trauma of COVID-19. And so we don't want that to spill over into adverse effects for our students as they're doing their best to try to manage through this learning disruption, but learning continuity is what we plan on ensuring throughout this break.
Excellent. Well, I thank you both for joining us here in our social media platform. We remind folks that it is first come, first serve on that 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. food distribution, but only take what you need. Be a hero. Don't leave your neighbors zero. Show you care. Take only your fair share. We thank you for joining us. For more information, you can follow us on social media as you're doing, or for more on this food distribution program or the COVID-19 situation, you can log on to austinisd.org. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, and I want to also add, we have a crisis fund that we started. The crisis fund has been the platform for us to offer meals for adults who don't qualify for federal reimbursement, but we also will be using that crisis fund to help support some of the supplies, materials, computer hardware for distance learning as we move forward with rolling that out. So if you want to support us in these important endeavors, please check out our website and support the crisis fund.
Great. Thanks for adding that. Thanks to everybody. Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks.